Hello beautiful people of YouTube, I'm Prateek and today we are unboxing and installing DeepCool Gammax GT RGB CPU cooler. And also I'll be upgrading my current Ryzen 2600X to Ryzen 3800X. So this guide can help you to change your CPU as well. But before we start, like this video as it supports the algorithm and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. Right off the bat, it supports almost all motherboard RGB light, if not all. Inside, it comes with a small bag which has the power cable, RGB connector, RGB controller, and some thermal paste. A CPU backplate where you must insert the mounting screws as per your CPU socket. Mine is AM4. It also has some mounting brackets for the actual cooler, both for Intel LGA socket and AMD AM4 socket. Here are some instructions that you can follow. Now let's take the CPU controller and fan. It is packaged pretty well. So here's the RGB CPU fan. Let's keep that aside and take a look at the magnificent CPU cooler. I'm gonna clean up a little bit on my desk. This is actually the first time I'm changing my CPU and upgrading the cooler from the stock one. I have read really good reviews about this, so let's find out. But first, like a good boy, I'm gonna read the instructions manual, which doesn't have much information, but if you're familiar with PC upgrading, it is going to make a lot of sense to you. I'm going to start by unscrewing the basic stock cooler from AMD, which is the Wraith Spire. The sound you can hear in the background is of the mounting spring being unscrewed. You should unscrew them in the diagonal fashion. This is what I've learned from Linus Tech Tips and Austin Evans. Once done, you should be able to pull up your CPU cooler. It might be a little tight because of all this time it was sitting on that thermal paste, but with a little bit of force, you should be able to get it out. If not, check those screws again. Now I'm going to clean up the old thermal paste with some 90% alcohol. You should take your time doing that and not hurry. Be very careful in this step. I am using a cotton bud to do this. After you're done, clean up. Just push the lever on the side and pull up the lever. Now you are good to lift up the CPU from the socket. Do not apply pressure or touch the pins. Pick up from the side, be gentle and lift. Out goes your old CPU and in goes your new one. To install the new CPU, just align it on the holes and pins should automatically fall into the holes. Do not apply any kind of pressure, as it will damage your CPU pins. Once done, close the lever. Now you must reach out to the back of the motherboard to install the mounting plate. Push the bracket from the back and start to install the mounting screws on the four corners. I applied a pea-sized thermal paste on top of the CPU. Next, I installed the mounting brackets on the cooler and aligned it on the mounting screws. Again, in the diagonal fashion. Start to screw those spring mounting screws on all four sides. Do not apply a lot of pressure, just a little bit will do the trick. Now install the cables on your motherboard and voila, we have successfully upgraded the CPU and changed the CPU cooler. If you are interested in some thermal test, let me know in the comments below and I will do the benchmarks. In my initial testing, it helped to bring down at least 20 degrees Celsius, which is pretty awesome. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I will reply to all the comments and questions. Like this video as it helps the channel, and subscribe for more content like this. See you at the next one. Peace.